When you hear me say logo, you know it's a banger. It's Moelogo. Catch your cruise only on radio now. 95.3 FM Lagos. Don't change the dial.
Hello and welcome to another very, very, very special episode of the Cruise Zone. My name is Djaji Prime.
I'm Dan Akins.
Yeah, you know what it is on the Cruise Zone. We always like to get the most remarkable creatives from every field: fashion, movies, music. Today, Daddy and I are extremely excited. We're honored.
Yep.
Because it's not every day you're in the presence of an international superstar.
You don't catch big fish every day.
Jala in the building. Of course, Mo is the name, music is the logo. We're talking to Moelogo this evening.
How you doing, man?
Well, we're flabbergasted.
Thank you for having me.
We should be thanking you.
Really?
When Daniel came to me, I was like, we're going to be interviewing Moelogo. I was like, Moelogo, what? Coming to our station first. Or one of the first places to come touch down. We really appreciate it. Welcome.
Now, this is actually the first I think I've done since I've been in Nigeria.
Wow.
This summer.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well honored.
Welcome to Nigeria. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Just, it's like the rain has been a lot, but it's part of nature. There's something you can do about it. So.
It's a blessing.
All right.
Let's start with the music, right? This is the third installment in the trilogy. Me, Myself, and I.
Yeah.
Right. Let's before we get to I is the new project, right?
Mm-hmm.
12 tracks.
11
tracks.
Yeah.
Really excited for that. But Me and Myself. Why title an EP series around yourself? And at the second stage, now we're at the second stage, going into the third. How do you feel about the trilogy?
We're in the third stage now. Yeah.
So what's the philosophy or the inspiration behind the Me Myself?
I think for me it was just like different. It's like you're peeling off layers of like just peeling off layers of who I am, and then at the end of it you get to see like the full thing bloom. Like this is the flower, and I'm trying to say, so it's like I'm peeling off layers with me and myself, and then the last one, which is at the EP, you get to see everything. It's a mixture it's a blend of everything.
So was it like a journey of self-discovery for you?
Yeah. It's a bit of that. Yeah. So knowing who I am already, it's like I'm trying to show the world that this is me. At the same time as I'm going ahead of it, I'm also like understanding who I am as a more type of thing, like new things. Yeah.
Right.
You're understanding yourself better as an artist. So
not just as an artist, as a person as well. You know what I mean? So
how important is it to know yourself as a person when you're creating art, when you're putting yourself out there, in public?
It's very important to know who you are and know your worth, because you're actually just just letting people know that this is me, and it's like this is who I am, and it's up to you to take me in or not.
Right.
But I'm not going to do things based on what other people want me to do. You know what I mean? You don't control who I am. I'm just gonna be as truthful as I can be, and then I'll let you be the judge and see if you want to be part of the journey or not.
Right. Speaking of being who you are, you're one of the, I think it's fair to say, you're one of the Afrofusion propagators.
Pioneers.
Because back in 2016,
Yeah.
you were successfully, might I add, bridging that, giant Europe and coming back home.
Yeah.
So what does Afrofusion represent to you now? And why was it so important? Because you were getting attention in Europe, but it seemed like you wanted to connect back home. Why was it so important for you to try and connect?
I've always been connecting with with Nigeria and just Africa and all. I just feel like it's just who I am. You know what I mean? I can't run away from my origin. I'm Nigerian. I'm African. So every time I do something, even while I'm in the UK, I always show that's my identity. You know what I mean? So I always make sure that I put that into my music and my way of life. So it's just a no-brainer. I'm representing where I'm from.
Do you think that looking at what this bridge of genre is, how do you feel about the Nigerian music scene?
The Nigerian music scene right now is beautiful, man. You have everyone playing their part, everyone doing amazing things to raise up what Africa is, what Nigeria is. So we can only continue to do that and play our part and just form some kind of unity,
right?
And just keep growing,
right?
Actually.
And seeing the kind of person that you are, why is spirituality such an important part of yourself, your music, and creativity in general?
I feel like I'm just a spiritual guy, man. I don't know. I just feel like that's what makes me unique to myself and away from other people.
Your parents, maybe?
I would say a bit of that, but then I watch a lot of Nigerian movies, Yoruba movies, so I feel like I get that from that.
Okay.
And also, I'm a great believer in God, so everything I do, I always say that, you know, it's not by my power, it's literally by the power of God. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times, you know, when you know, our folks back home think of being in places like the UK, they think that you might lose some of that spirituality, that Africanness. But it seems like a lot of you guys are still being, in fact, embracing it more than back home. Why is that? Why is that such a central part?
For me, there was no way of me losing my heritage or who I am. It's just that I was so proud of being Nigerian, so that even when I was putting it out there, it's like, yo, you know, you people are going to love this. This is my culture. You're going to love this. You're going to love the food, the dance, the music. And I was so in tune with it that I wanted other people to embrace it as well. So for me, it was more of like, I know we're cool already, but I'm trying to show other people that, yo, this is cool. Embrace it. And that was it for me.
Right.
And why was that so important to you? Like, why was you being part of the people that were doing that at the moment? Why is it so important to you? You know, propagating the culture.
At the beginning, I didn't even know what I was doing. I wasn't trying to do being the first one to start using Yoruba and English together in music, because I was definitely not the first. You know, there's people that have been doing it way before me, and I was just happy to be a part of something, playing a part of something that was bigger than me. You know what I mean? And just make sure I bring out good music and relate to people through the music.
So with that would be 6 EPs you've put out so far.
Yes, 6 EP, yeah.
But one of my favorite EPs, ITheEP.
Okay.
It seems like since then there's been a lot of growth and development.
Definitely.
How do you look at your past projects, and why have you been so, deliberate in dropping EPs, like not an album, for example?
I think for me, the EPs was that I just wanted to let out everything first, and then when I do an album, it's like it's gonna be, I don't know. I feel like with an album you can't rush it. You have to be ready for it. You have to know that, okay, I'm in the album mode now, so it's like you're in that space. I mean, I don't want to force it and say, I want to drop an album because everybody's dropping an album. You know what I mean? So
is it sort of a way of letting off the pressure from yourself and just allow your art kind of just do its thing?
Yes, yeah, so I'm not working on the terms of industry. I'm just bringing out good music for people to listen to and just relate with me, and how I can relate to them and help them through my music. So be it. You know what I mean?
So what would you tell yourself back in 2016? Looking back,
I wouldn't change a thing at all. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing, because who I am then is what makes me who I am now, and who I am now is gonna make me a better person in the future. So
right.
All right. So getting into you personally and your art. So 2016. Sort of seems like a bit of a turning point for you. Big features with top artists across the UK.
Yep.
Why is it so important? And this is fast forward to even now. Why is it so important to have that Nigerian presence, especially in the UK?
There's a lot of Nigerians in the UK. You need to understand that. There's it's like I said, it's like you're identifying yourself with other people, like yourself as well. So it's like you're connecting with like an extended family, and then while you're so proud to be African, you're also showing other people that it's okay to accept this, embrace this. You know what I mean? I'm not in it's not the UK is not my country. I'm just there as a, what's the word? When you're renting, you're renting space and you're just there. So it's like, why would I not be proud of where I'm from? You know what I mean?
Is that really a tangible feeling? Because many would say, oh, the UK has provided you a home, provided you with all this comfort, and people back here might want to migrate to the UK, but you're not feeling it's home.
No, it is part of me. The UK also played a major part for me, as in I learned a lot culture-wise, how everything's done there, and for me I had to merge both. That's home for me, but I'm Nigerian first. You know what I mean?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Speaking just on being Nigerian in the UK, you know, when we talk of cultures, people are quick to point what Jamaican culture has brought to the table and other cultures. Do you think people overlook what maybe Nigerian influence has brought into the global lifestyle?
Nah, I don't think so. I think we played our part. We even played a bigger role, like with our food, music, culture, history, and everything. So I think we're doing so. I think everybody's just playing their part. There shouldn't be a thing of like that tribe's done more or that country's done more. You know what I mean? So we're all doing our thing.
And sort of on the flip side of things, do you think that, or what do you think of, the belief that, for a Nigerian artist, if you're able to break into the UK scene, then you've sort of made it, or you sort of arrived?
Only God can make you like arrive or made it. I feel like all that, I don't believe in that. I feel like you can make it anywhere, man. You can be in, I don't know, you can be in Ghana, Jamaica, you can be in Sierra Leone, and your music can just go viral and pop. You know what I mean? Like, look at the song Gangnam Style. I don't know where he's from. He's from, right. I think, where's he from again?
South Korea.
South Korea, and his song was a worldwide hit. You know what I mean? He didn't come to Nigeria, did he? To come and stay here and promote his music. Right. But a lot of people in Nigeria know his music. He didn't travel to the UK or the States to do radio runs. He literally gave us what he believes in, and then it worked for him. So for everybody else as well, like, you don't see Beyonce coming to say, I need to come to Nigeria and promote something. People in Nigeria know who Beyonce is. So I feel like it just make good music and just promote it and then let it do what it needs to do.
Speaking of, but I don't want to say we, but the Nigerian industry did embrace you readily, and I think even one person that I've kind of seen you collaborate with extensively, Adekunle, since Rora Share and all of that. How has that friendship helped you navigate the Nigerian industry?
A lot. I think for me, the friendship was real. It's not like I was trying to use him or he was trying to use me. It was just more of a mutual respect, and it kind of flourished to the extent that, people they saw like my talent in me, me as a Nigerian and someone from the UK, and we merged well properly. So I think that kind of gave me more of a boost as well in the Nigerian industry.
What's he like working in the studio?
Amazing, man. He's a cool guy.
Paint a mental picture for
No. He's like a funny guy, man. Funny. He loves music. He just wants to get music done. He's very particular in what he wants to make, as the type of music he wants to make, his surroundings, and he loves visual, like he visualizes stuff. So he will make the song, and he's already got an idea of how he's going to look. You know what I mean, type of thing. So he's a dope guy, man.
So even talking about your music has this kind of universal feel, though. And I'm always asking myself, did you start making music deliberately saying I want everybody to hop on this, or is it just like you said, that element of Nigerian in you?
Like I said, I didn't plan anything like, oh my god, I just wanted to make music and speak my truth. But I knew that it will connect to whoever's listening to it. You don't have to be Nigerian to connect to the music. The feeling is the most important thing. And I think that's what.
So at what moment did you start saying, oh, people are starting to get it?
At what moment did it hit?
Yeah.
I think Ireti time. Definitely Ireti time. Yeah.
So I wanted to just be sure, right? Because I've not gone through the lyrics per se, but like I think it was in what song was that again? I think it was in AG Baby, I think. And then he said something, I think, was it Moelogo?
Yeah.
Was it a reference to you, or was it just something else?
It is a reference to me. He called me. He said, yo, I've got the song, have a listen. I even put your name in it. And I was excited. I'm like, yo, why? What are you going to say? So when I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this is dope. So,
yeah. All right. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. So check. Guys, it was Moelogo.
So let's kind of touch on music business, because I think it's also important that artists like yourself kind of give, tips to people that look up to you. So you started out independent.
Yeah. Still independent.
You're still independent, but you have a deal, right?
No deal. Still independent.
Still independent. Okay, so
self-funded.
What's the difference between indie and being, a signed artist? And why is it so important? Why are you so? Because I was gonna ask. You're so proud of being independent. Yeah. Why do indie artists have this pride that
being independent is that you get to drop music whenever you want to drop it. May it have music you want to make, just cater to your fans directly. But being with a label, sometimes they might hinder you and stop you from making the type of music you want to make, because they just want you to follow the numbers and do what the industry wants you to do. So I feel like for me, independent is the best way for me.
And in terms of releasing music, right? So you've said that fine, label might sort of stop you from releasing music as often as you want to. So, but what really what really drives that decision, right? For labels, I'm sure you have guys in the labels who have said one or two things. So, what really drives that decision for them?
For them not to be able to release?
Yeah.
I mean, cause everything. Remember, they've got like not just one artist they work with. They work with like several different type of artists, so they have their time slots or time schedule, who they're working with and who they're pushing at that moment in time, and they might not be ready to push you at that moment in time, and then you're sitting down there, not dropping music, nothing's happening, and you're just getting cold and cold. So I feel like for them it's a business thing. For them it's not an emotional thing. For being an independent artist, it's like you're working on your own terms and you're dropping your song when you want to drop it and promote it, literally.
So it's very interesting that music is so cutthroat when a lot of the thing we come to love is the emotion, right, in music. So are you saying that even if you're taking emotional decisions, you still end up being right regardless?
It depends. It depends on what the situation is.
Right.
I mean, so just have to like weigh it out and just go with your gut feeling and see what works for you.
And you, all the times you've gone with it, like what are some career highlights you've had over the years?
I mean, the most important thing is the listeners, the audience, the way they feel about it and how it's changed their lives, how it's impacted their life. So that's for me the biggest achievement for me.
Right, but what's that standout experience that you've had? This
he's had
journey?
A few Moelogo.
I really want to know what stands out for him.
I think for me it was performing to like over 20,000 people at O2.
Wow.
With Jonas Blue, literally.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Literally. For the first time as well, like I didn't see no Nigerian in the crowd. It was just filled with different people that non-Nigerians, and it was just amazing.
Did it make you realize how big your music was, or how big you were?
It just made me realize that good music works, man. Right. Literally, good music works.
Speaking of music traveling, like you've performed in various kinds of crowds. When you're on stage, do you pick out peculiarities, like how the Oyibo people might groove to the music or something like that? Like what are some things you've seen?
Different things, man.
Different.
But I just base my experience on just watching people enjoy the music.
Right.
I mean, that's it.
Right. So it's a universal.
Literally, I feel like everyone. Yeah, it's definitely a universal thing.
Fair. Okay. Of course, we have to talk about I.
Yep.
So one question I want to ask, right? So about I, right? So we've talked about the journey from me, myself, and of course now I. What should we expect to see? Should we expect to see you in its in your truest form?
Definitely. It's like I don't know if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z or like Naruto.
Yeah.
You see when it's like that.
Super
it's like
Saiyan.
that. Not even Super Saiyan. I feel like when like Goku became Black Goku or something, or became a god or something type of thing. Like it's just there's no other level higher than that type of thing. So I mean, there is be more music made, but I mean, for this trilogy, I feel like this last one is like
and the lineup is pretty interesting.
I mean, it's sensational
lineup. Can you sort of talk to us about
on the EP,
Belash Murder,
Adekunle Gold, LAX, The Caveman, Alpha Genie.
That I'm excited about. So I really want to talk to us about the process involved in getting each of these artists.
Did you A&R?
No, it was A&R by my manager Tenny Paul. So obviously myself and her would go A&R everything together. And the funny thing is that I didn't even plan everyone that was on the EP. It was just like a chance thing where I saw them.
It's literally a wide range of like genres, like or type of or style, really.
So I saw them. I said, "Yo, listen, I've got a song. Do you want to have a listen to it?" They had to listen and said, "You know what? I like it. Let me give you a verse." And that was it for me.
So what was the storyboard, the vision board for this project?
Well, just to have fun, and not let not think too much about things. Think, but let it be at your truest form, and let it just speak your truth.
I think artists, kind of mentioned this creating without the pressure. Why? How do you know that you're doing the right thing if you don't apply that?
You can feel it. It's a feeling. If I don't feel the song, I don't put it out. Like, I don't care who's on the song. It could be, I don't know, anyone I'm featured on the song, but if I don't feel it, I don't do it.
Well, it's been an amazing conversation with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
For me, it's been I appreciate it, man. So I always see everyone as we're all equals. You know what I mean? I don't see anything. No one's better than anybody. So I'm grateful that you guys even give me this platform to speak about my music. So yeah.
Right. So we hope to see you more.
Definitely.
And thank you so much, Moelogo, for joining us on the Cruise Zone. It's been an amazing conversation. Djaji, how you feeling about having to let it go? Having to let it go.
He has to stay here for like a couple more hours. We need to iron out some. But yeah, thank you once again, Moelogo.
Right. So,
thank you for having me.
Yes, we've had Moelogo with us in the building, so we'll be right back right after the break. It's the Cruise Zone. Stick with us. We'll be right back.